When it comes to love, many women often look at men and think they are simple creatures, easy to read, easy to win, and easy to keep. But the truth is far more complex. Men, just like women, move through emotional layers that most of the time remain hidden behind their silence, their actions, and their guarded nature. Love for a man is not instant. It is not something that explodes in one moment and lasts forever. Instead, it moves through stages, each stage with its own test, its own confusion, and its own breakthroughs. And while women may think they understand men, the second stage is where most of them get lost. They either push too hard or withdraw too soon, and as a result, they miss the chance to truly capture his heart. Today, let us uncover the 3 stages of a man falling in love and why stage 2 is the hidden land most women never navigate correctly. The first stage is attraction. This is the spark, the moment his eyes land on you and something inside him awakens. At this stage, he is captivated by your presence, your smile, your energy. It might be your laugh that lingers in his mind, the way you carry yourself in a crowded room, or simply the warmth in your voice when you speak. Attraction is not love yet. It is the door opening, the call of curiosity. A man in this stage is motivated to chase, to explore, to spend time with you. He will want to impress you, to show his strengths, to stand out in your eyes. Many women mistake this stage for deep love, but it is not. It is the beginning, the seed, the first layer of chemistry that makes him want to see you again. In this stage, men often rely on actions rather than words. He might call you more, plan dates, or try to surprise you. He is eager and consistent. If you respond too heavily or too lightly, he might think you are either too available or uninterested. The balance here is to enjoy the attraction without rushing into expectations. The second stage is where everything shifts. This is the stage of doubt, testing, and inner conflict. And this is where most women make mistakes. A man who has been attracted to you now faces the reality of emotions growing deeper. He begins to feel vulnerable. Questions arise in his mind. Can I trust her with my heart? Is she someone who truly values me? Or does she only like the version of me I present in the early days? Will she still stand by me when my imperfections show? In stage 2, men often pull back. They become less consistent. They might take longer to reply, cancel plans, or seem distracted. To a woman, this feels like rejection, as if he is losing interest. But in reality, it is his heart putting up defenses. He is testing the waters of safety. It is not a test you can pass by pushing or demanding clarity. The more you chase in this stage, the further he retreats. Stage 2 is a storm inside him, and the woman who understands this wins his loyalty forever. Here lies the hidden truth. Men fear intimacy more than they admit. They fear being exposed, being vulnerable, and being judged. Stage 2 is the battlefield between his desire for closeness and his instinct for self-protection. If you panic here, you lose him. If you become clingy, you confirm his fear. If you become distant in anger, you create more distance. The secret is to stand firm in your own worth. This stage is about allowing him space to wrestle with his doubts while still showing that you are not going anywhere out of insecurity. You hold your ground with grace. You do not beg for reassurance, nor do you punish him for his hesitation. You embody calm confidence. That is how you pass through stage 2 without even knowing you are passing a hidden test. Women miss this because they interpret withdrawal as disinterest, not realizing it is often the prelude to commitment. And then comes stage 3, the stage of surrender. This is when his defenses break, when his heart decides that it is safer with you than without you. He realizes that despite his fears, you are the one he cannot let go of. In this stage, love takes root and becomes steady. He no longer runs, no longer doubts. Instead, he invests. He begins to speak of the future, to integrate you into his life, to make choices with you in mind. This is the moment when a man is not just in love, but is ready to stay in love. Stage 3 is deep trust, and it cannot be rushed. It comes only after the storm of Stage 2 is survived. When he reaches this point, he feels that choosing you is his decision, not something forced upon him. That is why it lasts. To understand the 3 stages is to stop misreading his actions. When he is in Stage 1, you enjoy the spark, but stay grounded. When he enters Stage 2, you hold steady without fear. And when he arrives at Stage 3, you let love unfold naturally. Women who do not know this often sabotage Stage 2. They either pressure him with questions like, "Where is this going?" too soon, or they withdraw in frustration, thinking he is no longer interested. But Stage 2 is not rejection. It is transformation. It is the caterpillar moment before the butterfly. It is the test of whether the attraction will burn out or deepen into real intimacy. So what should you do as a woman when you sense Stage 2 approaching? You remember that your worth is not dependent on his temporary distance. You remain authentic. You focus on your own life, your passions, your friendships, your growth. You do not shrink to fit his fear, nor do you explode in demand for clarity. You let him see that love with you is not a trap, but a safe harbor. Men fall in love in silence. They do not announce Stage 2, but you will feel it in his hesitation, his slight withdrawal, his mood changes. Instead of panicking, you breathe. You know that this is the stage most women miss, and now you are not missing it anymore. Stage 3, when it arrives, will feel different. He will return with more consistency than before. His words will match his actions. He will no longer fear showing you his vulnerable sides. He may share stories from his past, open up about his dreams, or even admit his fears. This is when you see his soul, not just his charm. And the beauty of this stage is that once a man surrenders to love, he rarely goes back. He may still have flaws, arguments may still happen, but his heart is no longer half in. It is fully present. To every woman listening, remember this. Do not confuse Stage 1 attraction with Stage 3 commitment. Do not mistake Stage 2 withdrawal as the end. These stages are not a game. They are the natural process of a man's heart opening. If you rush it, you break it. If you mistrust it, you lose it. But if you understand it, you become unforgettable. Love is not just about 2 people meeting. It is about 2 people surviving the stages of fear, doubt, and surrender together. A man falling in love moves slowly, sometimes painfully, but always with purpose. And the woman who learns to navigate these waters with patience and grace finds herself not just loved, but cherished. So the next time a man seems distant after weeks of attraction, do not assume the worst. Smile, stand tall, and trust the process. For what looks like retreat may only be the preparation for the deepest step forward. The 3 stages of a man falling in love are attraction, doubt, and surrender. Women often see the first and long for the third, but it is the second that decides everything. And now, you know the secret. Stage 2 is not the end. It is the bridge. Walk it wisely, and you will find yourself standing on the other side of his heart, where love is no longer fragile but unshakable.